Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn December 6, 2022. You can enjoy rounding out your understanding of a matter today. There's more openness, sincerity, and warmth in your friendships and communications. Your interactions with a partner, friends, or acquaintances can be positive and inspiring. Ideas emerging now contribute to a dream or vision. Investing more of yourself in your projects and ideas can be exciting, filling you with a stronger sense of purpose. Still, the moon heads into your home and family sector for a couple of days, and you enjoy some downtime. Cranky clouds crackle with callous cackles today. No one will enjoy the cosmic weather of today. Sweet Venus, the planet of love and beauty, will cross swords in a square with Neptune, the planet of deception and illusion. Disappointment and heartbreak around matters of the heart are likely to manifest. This could occur in direct connection to a friend, acquaintance, or ex, especially around a financial matter. Do your best not to get sucked into the cesspool as you pull yourself free. If you struggle, the quicksand will only consume you. Do you feel differently about what you want to prioritize in your work and life? You may find that there are different aspirations or connections that you may want to pursue when Venus in Sagittarius squares Neptune in Pisces. Since the square is idealistic, you might already be fantasizing against your better judgment about what you may want to pursue further. Although exciting, it might be best to consider the details of your opportunities before diving in. The square can be somewhat cloudy and disarming, so wait until you have more information before making a decision. As Neptune spends his first full day in direct motion in your income sector, there is not just a chance to look to the future but to start moving things forward. While Neptune is still at a standstill and will be for some time, Jupiter, who had turned direct here 10 days earlier, is ready to move things forward. Just 16 days away from leaving, the planet of luck and expansion is taking advantage of a lack of drag from the past. You may have the feeling that things are out of control. If you open up to all that you are feeling, you may become afraid or overwhelmed. It may help you to do some grounding exercise in order to remind yourself that you are in a human body. The regularity with which you exercise will affect the degree you feel overwhelmed in your life. Drinking plenty of water is the second half of the exercise equation. Be aware that your body may need more minerals and vitamins, depending on the stress level you experience. Your management skills are sure to peak today as it is. Your ability to effectively use time and people power can help you to revamp your current programs for greater efficiency. If there are any problems that have stumped you recently, pull them out for a second look. It's quite likely that the solution you seek will be obvious to you now, with this day's energy. Don't hesitate to tackle any reports and budgeting tasks that you have, as well. For the first time since Jupiter retrograde back into your income sector at the end of October, both he and Neptune are in direct motion and looking to the future. Neptune, who only turned direct yesterday, will not only remain at a standstill for weeks but will stay on for the long haul. This has freed Jupiter to move on, and while he only has time to go after low-hanging fruit before leaving in 16 days, he is carving a path forward for not only Neptune but those planets yet to return. This is a chance to look to the future with confidence. 2 days ahead of not only the moon's last visit to your romantic sector for the year but for what will be a romantically charged full moon right in the heart of the working week, work and life balance needs to be a priority. Before the working week begins, and with a full moon always a wild card, it is about leaving some space in your life for the love gods to work their magic. Our eyes in the sky. Emotional frustration could loom early this morning as the moon takes its final steps in Aries before entering Taurus. While the vibe here is mostly sunny, there is a cosmic aspect that could make emotions run wild. Anyone could take arguments to the next level, but you're creating drama on your own today. Sowing the seeds of a new beginning, you implement changes in your career. Loved ones have complete faith in you and assist you by discussing the pros and cons of your plans. Success makes others envious, so don't become too big-headed, guard against potential losses by calmly considering the pitfalls and guard against them as best as you can. Even when events aren't running smoothly, and you come up against difficulties wherever you look, you can still deal with these seemingly adverse conditions in a laid-back manner and see them as a challenge. If something isn't going as you planned, actual outcomes and the obstacles you overcome on the way just serve to make the journey more interesting. Since the moon is in such a tempestuous place right now, try to postpone any serious discussions until tomorrow. Instead, use the evening to focus on self-care, and allow yourself to heal from any emotional wounds you might have suffered or inflicted during the day. A good way to make amends would be to relinquish the need to be right and own the consequences of your behavior. There are nice ways to express yourself that won't cause turmoil and issues with those you care deeply about. If you want a situation to change, it's important to choose your words wisely. In the pre-dawn hours, the moon enters Taurus, exiting its void of course which began last night. Under this exalted moon, we tend to be more relaxed. We'll require extra motivation to get us up and energized over the next 2 days. Yet, once we gain momentum, there's virtually no stopping us. Just imagine a bull with its eye fixed upon the matador's flag. A slow amble ramps up to a full-on charge. All our emotions, from anger to passion, function with the same fervor now. Throw off hindrances from the past, use this freed-up mental energy to begin new projects and develop a more creative approach. Don't be afraid to start afresh in personal relationships, revive friendships instead and rid yourself of long-standing encumbrances. This may cause some confusion at first but eventually pays off. Your inner sense of calm helps. Similarly, we are as stubborn as the bull. Once we have made a choice or determined our position on a subject, we are apt to dig in our heels, rather than relent. Over the next 2.5 days, we attune to creature comforts, prioritizing the safety and security of our physical bodies. This is a period of nourishment through food, sleep, and movement. You rarely experience such a state of clarity and calm, which is of great help if you want to settle any disputes with work colleagues or relatives. Above all, problems which you previously thought unresolved finally disappear. Relieved of the weight of past anxieties and supported by a positive attitude, you find excitement and new freedom to shape your future. Before noon, the moon creates a sextile to Vesta, the goddess asteroid of sacred devotion, in Pisces. Here, the nourishment we provide to our physical and emotional bodies extends to our spiritual bodies as well. Devotional practices mesh seamlessly with our material needs. In fact, both inform each other, granting us a holistic sense of well-being. Our prayers could literally be answered today. Is this a matter of good timing? Perhaps a feeling of connection with our environment and our work is fueling our perception of providence? Who can say for sure? Because the sextile is an organic aspect, we might not notice its effects until later on in the day, when good karma appears to manifest by virtue of good deeds performed or ritual work executed.